YouTubers, Instagrammers, Facebookers. This is Dynamite Custom Sound Solutions. Thanks for joining me here today again. We have a 2016 Jeep Grand Cherokee. And we're installing today headrests. 9-inch headrests. These are Audio Vox 9-inch headrests. They are a HDMI, and you can actually mirror link your phone, so like Netflix, whatever you want to watch on these things. So with the right cords and the right phone, you can be able to mirror link on these. So 9-inch headrests, both DVDs, boom. Real simple and easy for the kids, family to use. Now, the important thing. This is the 2016 Dodge Grand Cherokee. I think, if to my knowledge, I could be wrong, but anything past, I want to say 2012, but it might be 14, but I'd rather back the date up a little bit. That way you can check your own vehicle if you decide to do an install like this, because all Dodges, or not all Dodges, but they have these the headrests that are in the factory the factory headrests have airbags in them. Looks something like this. So see these airbags? These are actually airbags. There's an airbag in here, and what it does is that in a rear collision or possibly front collision, I don't know, I don't want to be there to check it out, it like pops the headrest forward so that you can, you know, obviously it's trying to save the neck injuries and whiplash. So the thing is with these is that there's only, the airbag light's going to come on, and it's going to stay on. And it could be irritating for some people. So you need to let your customers know that the only way to do these is if you got to deal with the airbag light staying on. It does not affect the rest of the airbag restraint system. I did my due diligence and went down to the dealership and actually let them know exactly what I'm doing, and does it affect any other strengths, because I don't need to, like, you know, obviously if they get an accident and nothing else works, I'm reliable, and you know, I don't need the kiddos or anybody getting hurt. So what we're gonna do is, and they're okay with that, so it was either that or a drop down, and unfortunately with these drop downs, or at least in this Jeep Grand Cherokee, we have a sunroof. And in this sunroof, there is like absolutely no room. Sometimes I can make this work, and actually most of the times I can make this work. But in this sunroof here, I don't know if you can see, I'm trying to, that metal that you're seeing there, that's actually the slider for the sunroof cover. And there is actually nothing up there at all. No frame, no nothing. It's way above all that for me to be able to, you know, put a piece of wood up there, or MDF or something like that for a support system for a drop down. So I felt the safest way, you know, for this vehicle was headrest and just have to deal with the airbag light off. So to take these off, I'm gonna put this on pause, YouTube, and I'm gonna get my tools ready, and then we'll be back in a second. I'll show you how to take these seats apart. They're not easy. Give me 1 second. Okay, YouTubers, we're back. Now, by the looks of things, you will need a decent size screwdriver, at least maybe 8-9 inches, maybe a foot long. Flashlight might help. And you're going to take your screwdriver And you're actually going to take your light, and you can pull this back. I kind of got it already pulled back a little bit. And you can see, hopefully, you can see where there's like this little clip. And I'm going to point it out to you. I already actually have it unclipped, but it clips behind a little metal beam up here. And you kind of got to get in there and push it in and pull out at the same time. And once it pulls out, it's loose like that. The rest of everything, there's a clip here, clip here, clip here, clip here. So again, clip here, clip here, clip here, clip here. And all you have to do is just pull, and it pops off. See the two clips? See how that is? You kind of got to pull them out. Now be careful, because some of these will snap off, and then you're in make it work, fix it mode. See the clips, little clips. Not too hard to get off. And there we are with the back of the seat. Here's your airbag, and that's what I'm telling you. Once this is unplugged, which is really simple, you just press down in the middle. Or even with the screwdriver. This is kind of a harder thing to do. Bada boom, bada bing. And that will set the airbag light off. So, other than that, what we're going to do here now is we need to lower the seat back so we can actually pull this factory headset off, or factory headrest off. Let's go ahead and get this out the way so we don't damage it. Looks like a good spot there. And let's move the seat back. Like so. And what we have here is this. We'll lift it up. You got to press this in. And right here, there's a little teeny hole. See that little hole? I want to get to that in just a second. You need a pick tool. Nice pick tool. I would say, oh, wrong drawer. It's only been 19 years and I still get in the wrong drawer. Something very small, like this. Now, you can kind of see that this pick tool here, it's kind of got a little angle, but it's a real small pick tool. You could try to use a regular pick, like a straight pick. You possibly might be able to get away with a 90-degree angle because you need something real thin and small. But this pick tool here works the best. And all my tools are Snap-on. So thank you very much, Snap-on, for taking care of Dynamite Custom Sound Solutions, for helping us be able to take care of customers. Thank you. Okay, so, and what you need to do is you need to push inside here, and you can kind of feel it when it's pushed in. And once it's pushed in, you can kind of lift it out. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to have this phone held here so you can kind of see, but let's see what we can do here. So this is strictly live with a good old phone here. So let's see what we can do. Oh, that didn't work. All right. Ah! YouTube, you just fell in the seat. It saved you. Okay, well, let's try this here. So here, we're gonna push. Okay, well, We see we have some issues here real quick. All right. Okay, so I don't like give you a headache because I'm falling all over the place here. I'm gonna place you on pause really quick, and we'll get this off here in just a second. Thank you. Okay, YouTube, the right angled pick tool, that's what did it. So the other one just was had that little angle. This was able to get in there and push and unlock it. Boom. There's your headrests coming out. And the headrest with, there that is. Now we're going to want to give the customer back all their equipment. That way if they ever need to sell the car, trade the car in, that they're able to do that, take their headrests out. I'm able to put it in their new car and all to go. So I'm going to place you on pause, YouTube, and I'm going to get the other headrest off. And then we got some headrest work. We actually have to, being that it's black, we got to change the colors on this from the tan gray, or the tan, to the black leather. So give me a second here, place you on pause, be right back. Alright, YouTubers, Dynamite back. Let me tell ya, we're at that point now. We're about to install these headrests in a 2016 Jeep Grand Cherokee. After we took out the headrest of the factory Jeep. Now, we need to change the color of the leather because the Jeep is black. So, and all mostly headrest aftermarket, at least if you purchase them from me at DynamiteCustomSoundSolutions.com. I'm working on a new website, so be patient with me on that. They mostly all come with like 3 different colors. So let me show you the colors. So you got tan, or whatever they call it nowadays. I'm colorblind, so bear with me on all that. You got black, which is what we need. Nice. Okay. Or it comes with pewter. So pretty much the 3 normal colors that all vehicles stay around. So, and we're just going to kind of throw this stuff back just in case. The customer gets a new car, and they want to take these headrests out, and it need to be pewter, or pewter, excuse me. Just in case we need to change the color again some other time, the customer has what they have already paid for in the future. So, on these headrests, these are 9-inch monitors. These 9-inch monitors actually require a Phillips screwdriver, and you can see right here, boom, and boom, you're going to need to unscrew those. You don't want to use any ratchet or battery powered or anything like that, because these you strip these out, and every time they hit a bump it's going to shake or anything like that. So you definitely want to use just handheld, hand powered screwdriver. And magnetic is always great. Snap-on. Fantastic. You don't have to do snap-on. Unfortunately, because as much work that I do, I have to have the right equipment for my customers, and I don't have time to go shop and replace tools like Harbor Freight and stuff like that. So stick around, Snap-on, Matco, Craftsman, any lifetime warranty stuff, because if you're anywhere in the industry like me, we use these on a daily basis 30-40 times a day. Okay, so you're going to lift this up here, and we're going to be careful because usually this goes in from the top and then down. So we're going to kind of pull this up a little bit, and there are wires that are connected to like the DVD player and stuff like that. So just don't rip it off because you just destroyed a $300 headrest. So there is 2 of them, as you can see, and they have like some zip ties. You can go ahead and cut those. It gives it a little bit of it loosens it up a little bit. It takes off the it loosens up a little bit. You don't need to get all technical. So let me grab me a cutter here real quick. Again, Snap-on. These are plastic only cutters. Again, you don't have to get all crazy. Take some tweezers, or you know, go in the bathroom and grab your wife's or girlfriend's eyebrow tweezers. It doesn't matter. And we're going to snap that off. We're going to pull it out and loosen it up a little bit. That gives you, that opens that up. I mean, every bit of an inch or 2. These plugs in here, they can come out with your hand. They're not locked in too much, so you can just pull them out. I wouldn't suggest grabbing the wires. Kind of try to grab as much as possible of the white plastic plug that you can. And, you know, with the leather and everything, it's in there tight, and there you go. You just took the DVD out of the headrest. You're going to want to set this aside in a safe place, or just out of the way, not something that's going to fall on. That is your screen. And then, as you can see, you're just have a zip velcroed leather wrap around it. So you just want to get this all loose. Like so. And sometimes it's irritating because they fly back in and stick, fall back. We're going to start pulling it around. Now, be careful, guys. You can rip this. So, be careful not to gorilla manhandle this. Kind of just slide it over, you know, and loosen up. Once it's loose, you're okay to grab the other side and you can just pull it off. And that's what it looks like. And then we're going to take our black one and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to set where the DVD player goes down, like so. You're going to grab your wires. You're going to take this facing down and you're going to run your wires into the holes. Because there's like little holes here. See? Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I'm going to stick one side in one. Stick another side in there. And then we're going to put the poles in the holes. Got almost fell in there. And we're going to work it again. The reverse way. And if you put one side on first, you usually can slide it. Again, be careful of these corners that go up on top. They will rip, and I've had known to rip mine a few times. You can get it to where they don't see the rip, but I mean, you know, let's just be honest, let's just be careful. So I try to actually almost put that over. Sometimes it's not the easiest because it is pretty tight, but this is cushion, so you got to try to kind of push the cushion in to slide it over. Again, take your thumb, push the cushion in. excuse me, you'll line the Velcro up, and sometimes it can go way past the Velcro. That kind of means you need to realign the leather. That way you can start putting it together. So I'd take the bottom, being that this is the hardest point of it, line it up correctly as much as you possibly can, and then we'll roll the leather around, see all that, and push the leather up. Which just gave you more, which almost lined that up perfect, as you can see. And if those two are lined up perfect, there's no reason that these are pretty much the same. So, which is a lie, because I now have this one that can't even go over. So we're going to do the same thing. If you run into that, we're going to run into the same thing. We're going to kind of just barely put this on, a little loose, and we're going to roll it over that way. Where now we actually have all the room there. It just takes a little roll your leather. And there's black leather. So now we're going to go back, and you can see that these nipples. These nipples are going to fit in those 3 nipples right here. 1, 2, 3. And that's where I told you it goes in top first. So you're going to sit back. If you can see, we're going to sit back about, I would say, a finger length or ½ inch or an inch. Doesn't matter. Sit back a little bit, push it down, and try to push it in there. Now, you're going to get things like this, where, I don't know if you can see, there you go, a little bit. See how there's kind of some leather, you know, it's not like flush mounted in, like this is. See that? That's a little rough. Get you a rounded panel popper or a panel tool. Be careful that it doesn't have any cuts, or if like you have one that's pretty used, I wouldn't use it. You could cut the leather, but get a nice little rounded part there, and we're just going to stick the leather in like so, and we're going to make sure, yep, seems tight. What I was doing is I was trying to pick up the DVD player or DVD part to make sure that the slots went in the hole, and they seem to be pretty tight. And we're actually automatically lined up to put the screws back in. Again, no power tools, strictly hand power. Boom, 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 boom. These strip out real easy. So you just get in there as tight as you can. And not tight as you can, but as soon as it's snug, that's it. And they might turn on it. They might strip. I have a lot of them stripped out. So as long as they're in there and in there, they're good. All right, YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and get the other headrest done. I'm going to put you on pause. And then we'll get right back to where we're about to put the headrest actually in. And thank you for sticking around. All right, YouTube. Thanks for hanging in there. That took a little bit. Got them all wrapped in their black leather. As you can see, I already have one installed, or at least as far as into factory location. Okay, what I wanted to show you, YouTubers, is they come with these spacers, because some factory headrests have big holes, small holes, teeny holes. Spacers look like this, and they do come in the box. And they look like these here. Obviously you can tell it looks like it comes with several. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different sizes. Like so. As you can see. So you're going to use for this car here, it would be 14 is what you're going to use. Which I already have. You can tell on the top of the top of the spacer on the round part, which is this part here, it says 14. And this is what this looks like here. And you see the hole? That's for that little metal clip. Because when you push this in and push it out, it's able to unlock, and you're able to have the headrest up and down. You just kind of push it in, push that metal piece over, find your hole, and you can hear how it clicks in. So I already have that one installed. I'm going to go ahead and put this one in, and then we'll get to the wiring.